Come explore the unknown and enter the Chamber of Shadows, a podcast for the dark, haunting, and mysterious. I am your host, Celine, and I am joined by my co host, Endora. Say hi,
Good evening, spooky fam.
Endora. Take two.
And here we are again.
Here we are again.
Okay. Even
Okay.
though I'm not surprising you because we just did this 2 minutes ago, I, um, I don't care. I'm still reveling in the victory that I had something that you didn't know about.
Yes. So, for listeners, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here and you're returning, welcome back. Um, yeah, we just tried to record and it stopped recording on us like 3 minutes in. So really we didn't get that far. We didn't
Thank
get that
God.
far. Yeah, at least it was like 3 minutes in. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But I still don't know what we're talking. I mean, I know what we're talking about, but I still don't know what we're talking about.
All right,
So,
well, it's a crazy story, so strap in, sis. That's a good one.
let's do it.
All right. So today we're going to talk about the Kelly Hopkinsville Goblins. And you said, yes, you have heard of it, but you weren't sure what it was.
Yes, I've heard of it. Was this on my list? I feel like
I don't think so.
I
Maybe.
thought I had Hopkins Goblins on there.
You might have.
I might. Like, it was just something that I was going through when I was looking at things for us to do. So, um, yeah, but I have no idea what they are.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's talk about where we are.
Okay.
Kelly Kelly is a tiny little rural town in Christian County, Kentucky. 7.5 miles north is Hopkinsville. Prior to today's case, Christian County's claim to fame was the birthplace of Edgar Casey, which should honestly be the subject of another Chamber of Shadows episode.
And why is that? Who is that?
Explain to Celine who Edgar Casey is. That is literally what is written here. The famous American sleeping clairvoyant who dreamed of cures for diseases and conditions. And yes, he was accurate.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I don't think he's batting 100, but
Yeah.
he did it amazing.
Close enough to be suspicious.
That's right. That's right. So, but before I tell you about today's case, which occurred in 1955, I'd like to give you an idea of similar reports that were being reported by Americans around this time. We can start with you might be familiar with the first case of a spaceship that crashed with possible survivors in another little town called Roswell. Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. It's clear now that the Air Force and our government tried to cover it up. In
Right.
1947, all they really did was confuse everyone. First, there was reporting, then retracting, and then just lies. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton is widely believed to be, to this day, where you will find the remains of the crash site vehicle.
Dayton, Ohio?
Uh-huh, and that's only
Okay.
300 miles from Hopkinsville. So they took it all the way from New Mexico, and they were storing it, and I think continue to store it here in Ohio.
Why? Like, why there of all places?
I don't know, it's a mystery. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure probably somebody knows, but it's not
We should
us.
talk about Roswell one time too.
We definitely should. I agree. What are your thoughts on Roswell?
Honestly, this is probably shocking for people to hear because I know a lot, but I know nothing about Roswell.
Oh, okay.
It's just one of those things that I don't know why I never looked into it. I like I I believe in aliens. Do I think they're little green creatures? No. I I don't think it's that hard to believe that there's other life out there. So, it's not really like I don't know. I
Yeah.
think it's totally plausible that aliens was the center core for Roswell and that having truth behind it.
Mhm. Yeah. I think it would be stranger for it to not exist
Yeah.
than if it existed.
Well, what makes us special?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I think a
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't that long ago that we were just amoebas. Nobody intervened. I'm sure it's
yeah,
fine. Yeah.
like
Yes.
well, and I think a lot of people fail to recognize as well, alien in general is just anything that's not really known to us. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think
I'm
it's
not
different.
using I'm gonna lose my mind. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta call you back, I'm recording.
Oh my God.
I love you. My whole screen just went like whenever somebody calls me, because I have a Mac, it like if anybody knows how to, like, get my computer to not do this, that'd be great. But anytime somebody calls me, everything on my screen just goes away. It, like, takes me to my, like, dashboard on my
Oh
computer.
God.
Yeah, so, like, you just disappeared, and I was like, What's happening? What's happening?" My do not disturb is on, but, my father is one of the people who breaks through that I allow to
Oh
break
yeah.
through
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Well,
moving
yeah.
forward.
Yeah. I definitely think it would be stranger for aliens from another planet to not
Yeah.
exist. It would be weirder for that to be a thing than
Yeah.
yeah. And I don't know that they're all coming from outer space. Maybe they are. Maybe they're coming from other dimensions here. I beats me. I don't know.
I don't
Um,
know
but
either.
I'm just gonna keep reading
Why
about
not
it
both?
and right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just gonna keep on until I think I know what's going on.
I think it's crazy that people don't believe in some of these things, and I'm not talking about, like, they're afraid of it and that's why they don't believe in it, because I think that's a little different. Like, the whole Matrix theory freaks me out, I don't wanna talk about it. But, like, for people to truly believe that, like, some of these things don't exist is wild to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Science
don't
is constantly evolving. We didn't even know about electricity
yeah.
until what
Yeah.
year, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't me neither. And I would love to speak with someone who is absolutely there's no fucking way that aliens are real, period, and I want you to tell me why. I mean, I'm not judging
Yeah.
you because what I know or what I think I know is questionable also. But
Yeah.
I would love for somebody to tell me something like that.
Yeah.
How'd you make up your mind? Yeah. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
convince you of anything. I just want you to tell me how you got there because I don't understand it.
Yep.
Um, okay. The following year, only 50 miles from Hopkinsville. So the following year from Roswell.
Roswell.
Um, only 50 miles from Hopkinsville was the first person to lose their life to a UFO encounter.
Oh.
Captain Thomas Mantell Jr. of the Kentucky Air National Guard was flying a P-51 Mustang. He and a couple of his wingmen, so 3 planes, were
Okay.
dispatched to investigate an unidentified object near Fort Knox. Fort Knox is where they used to keep all of our gold. I
Yeah.
don't know, I think it's in a
Yeah.
mountain somewhere out west now, but they used to keep it in Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Fort Knox, yeah.
Um, okay, so anyway, there was a UFO there and they were sent to investigate. The objects was seen by all pilots involved, and chase quickly gave way. Mantell described the object as fast, metallic, and huge. His wingmen were low on fuel and returned back to the base to refuel. Alone, at some point, the Mustang just fell from the sky. Everything stopped working and it just fell out of the sky. Sadly, Captain Mantell was lost in the crash. First, it was reported that Mantell, a decorated World War II pilot, so I mean,
He
he's
knows what
done
he's
it.
doing.
He's
Yeah.
done it. So the original report said that he was chasing the planet Venus.
What?
Yeah, so that's like a theory they try to float every once in a while that says that most of the time what you think you see as a UFO in the sky or a UAP or whatever they're calling it now is actually the planet Venus, which is, I mean, that's bullshit. Everybody doesn't I mean, has it happened?
Does
Probably, but
Wait, but, like, does Venus come onto Earth? I'm confused.
no. No. I mean,
Like,
it
what
was
are I don't
right, exactly. And
what?
literally everybody was like that. Everybody was like, that's not real. That didn't happen."
Like,
So,
who sees a planet in the sky that's, like, literally most of the time can't even see it with the naked eye, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're chasing that planet.
I'm after
That is
it.
our UFO.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is on my list today."
Yeah. Yeah. An
That doesn't make
experienced World War II
sense.
pilot. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, so that story bottomed out, so they decided to go back to the old trusty weather balloon story. So
Oh.
so that happened.
Wait, was this during the day or at night?
It was during the day. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
There are so many stories from this small period of time, including the Washington, D.C. invasion. Air traffic control confirmed that they had an unidentified series of blips over the Capitol. They could actually look out of their window and see bright light hovering. Like, they could see it, visually see it, and it was on the radar. Um, wait a minute. Sorry, I got carried away. Um,
Has it been confirmed that it's not another country's, like, something?
I don't think that that was ever confirmed, and I don't think if they confirmed it, they would tell us,
Okay,
honestly.
because in theory, it could have been something from another country.
Absolutely, yeah, and that
Okay.
a lot of people talked about that. I remember being little and listening to the grown-ups talk about, it's the government, it's other governments,
Yeah.
it's Russia, it's whatever.
Okay.
So, I do know that that was a working theory at some point.
Okay.
Um, okay, so they could actually see it out their window, and then suddenly it just took off. Other objects appeared on radar. They moved over the White House. And Andrew Air Force Base also reported radar blips. So now we've got two confirmations. An airman reported an orange ball of fire that took off at unbelievable speed. The pilot, waiting in his cockpit for orders to give chase, saw with his own two eyes six objects that to him appeared white, had tails, and were moving fast, like faster than us.
They appeared white and had 2 tails?
They had tails. So that just means it wasn't like leaving trails in the sky. Like when they take off, there's a
Yeah.
trail behind them.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. They're
Oh,
saying,
trail,
yes.
not tail. Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought you said tail. I was
I
like,
did say
"Tail?"
tail. Those are
Oh, oh, oh,
interchangeable for
oh.
that particular things. But yes, yeah, that's
Gotcha.
what it
Okay.
is.
I'm like, were they fluffy or
So they were moving so fast that it was leaving a
is
yeah,
this Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog?
that's correct. I'm pretty sure it was Sonic and his buddies running around up there.
Yeah, literally.
These are not the only reports. There are hundreds more, particularly in the 37th parallel. I just wanted to help y'all understand that these reports were coming from credible sources, not what they originally tried to sell as uneducated, toothless alcoholics that have never seen a helicopter or fucking weather balloon,
Yeah.
because that's absolutely insulting.
Yeah,
I hate it when they do that. I
I
hate it. It
know.
makes me so mad.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
All right, on to the main event.
Woot woot.
August 21st, 1955. Glennie Mae Brasher was a 50-year-old widow and matriarch of her large family. Everyone was always welcome at Glennie's home, provided they could behave like they knew the Ten Commandments and never possess or consume any alcohol on her property. Everyone familiar with Glennie was willing to abide by those rules. They respected her and it didn't hurt, of course, that no one in Christian County could cook like Glennie.
Is Glennie just, like, a random person, or is
She
she a
is
person of power?
no, she's a lady that lives up in a holler in Kentucky. She's
Okay.
she's
Okay.
important to her family, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. She was kind of a badass, to be honest. Anyway, um and she always made sure that everybody ate until they had their fill. Glennie's place didn't have any plumbing, just a well and an outhouse. Those features were not uncommon during this time. Besides, it was not a deterrent because it would be difficult to find a more welcoming or loving little backwoods farmhouse in Kentucky or anywhere else. So there's a pretty big list of characters, but I think you'll get to once I start telling the story, I think it'll be okay to follow.
Okay.
I mean, stop me at any time, but you do that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't shy about that. To a
Glennie's
fault.
Glennie's son, John, 21, and his wife, Aline, 27, lived up the
God
road
dang.
lived up the road and, sharecropped for their portion of the rent. They also had a few cows and pigs. Lucky, 25, and his wife, Vera, had met while working at a traveling carnival. They were so excited to be able to visit his mama because the carnival was working in Evansville, Indiana, and that's only about an hour away. They brought along a friend and his girl, Billy Ray and June Taylor. Glennie had a full house that day. All the adults just mentioned, plus OP, her daughter-in-law, Aline's brother. Glennie and the three youngest children, Mary 7, Charlton 10, and Lonnie 12, had attended Sunday evening services. Altar call had run a bit long, so it was almost dark when they returned. Everyone was starving, so the women all pitched in and helped the matriarch make a proper Sunday dinner. The fellas sat outside on the porch smoking and joking while the youngins played in the yard. When their bellies were full and dishes were done, they decided to play cards. Billy Ray went to get a drink of water, but the bucket was empty. So he took it out to the well to fill it up. All of a sudden, a huge shiny object with a rainbow colored exhaust rushed through the sky, landing in the ravine, maybe a quarter mile from the house. When he ran in the house and announced it to the others, everyone started laughing. He must be joking, right? Or maybe it was just a shooting star. He was about to drop the subject altogether when all the hounds outside started barking ferociously. Slightly alarmed, everyone fell silent. Lucky and Billy Ray grabbed their guns and went out to investigate. By the time they got outside, all the dogs were hiding underneath the porch, crying and shaking. These are hound dogs that fight groundhogs and coons,
Yeah,
and they're
literally.
crouching underneath the house. When the two hunters looked down towards the woodline near the ravine, they saw him. He was 3 to 4 feet tall, holding his hands up in the air like the I surrender pose. He was metallic silver gray and was slowly moving towards them. Moving, but not really walking. More like floating just above the ground. His eyes were large and yellow. His nose and mouth were small, but his ears were huge and pointed. They seemed to have large talon fingers. His legs were short and skinny, but the feet were shaped like suction cups.
Ew, I don't like that. That was the worst part. That was the worst part that you just described.
They were both frightened out of their minds. Billy Ray lifted his 22 pistol and fired off a round straight into the creature's chest from only a few yards away. It had no effect, but it did make a ping, like the sound you might hear in a shooting gallery. Lucky leveled his shotgun and squeezed off a shot himself. Again, no damage, but the creature did a backflip and ran into the woods.
A back not a backflip.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Very spry, these little guys. Immediately, both of the men ran back into the house and told the others that not only was Billy Ray not joking, but there was a creature out there that was nothing like they had ever seen ever before. As they were talking, another creature was literally looking in the window.
Oh, uh-uh.
They both shot at the creature from inside the house, hitting their target with a ping. When they ran out to see if it was dead, it was gone. No blood trail, nothing. The only remnant of what happened was the blown out screen.
Did everybody see it, or was it just those 2?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Immediately, Glennie sprung into action. The safety of the little ones, her primary concern. She had help moving the high boy in front of the only window in the back bedroom, and that is where she told the children to remain and under the bed until she said otherwise. June, who had become hysterical, was also told to go back there and stay until she collected herself, but she never did. She was hysterical the whole time. Once they had June and the kids sorted out, here they come again. Yellow eyes and big claws climbing up to peep in the living room window. By now, all the men were armed, and John aimed a shot at the creature with his 20 gauge shotgun. With more pings and a backflip on target, John was shocked to see that he only broke the glass and part of the frame. There was no creature to be found.
What's up with the backflips?
Unsure.
Are they gymnasts?
I don't know. They're not built like gymnasts from the description. So I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I don't
God.
know. All right. Glennie crouched down next to Billy Ray in the hallway. So this is a grown woman and her well, it's not her son, it's a friend of her son, but an adult man and an
Yeah.
adult woman crouching on the floor in the hallway looking out the front door. They both stared out of the window and it appeared out of the darkness, moving towards the door. She later said it looked like a 5-gallon gas can with a head on top and small legs. It was shimmering bright metal, like on my refrigerator. She locked eyes with him, only the screen between them. Then he lunged at her and she screamed. Billy Ray fired a shot. The creature had disappeared. When he stepped out on the stoop, a taloned hand reached down from the porch roof and touched his hair. Before he could react, Aline grabbed his arm and pulled him in the house. OP ran out and fired off a shot to the roof, but the goblin just rolled off the roof and floated to the ground. Then ran off into the woods, undefeated. So now multiple people have seen it. Um, and did the one run off and there was one on the roof, or how many are we talking about here? The men all came out into the yard. Lucky caught some movement in a nearby maple tree. Sure enough, one of those goblins sat perched. Watching them, they shot it, and with the ping, it floated to the ground. Another creature came around the corner of the house. Billy Ray and Lucky opened fire on it. Several pings were heard, but it just floated away into the woods.
I'm just confused on why they keep shooting, because like, it's not doing nothing.
Well, I think they were just now getting to the point where they're like, this shit ain't working. So
Okay.
finally, they all realized that they needed a plan. Guns were only a temporary solution. Billy Ray had noted that when the lights were on, the goblins would back away. They could use this to their advantage, and they turned on every light in the house. When it quieted down and there wasn't anything close to the house, all 11 humans piled into 2 cars and took off 9 miles to the police station in Hopkinsville. Kelly was too small to need its own law enforcement. So,
Is
thoughts?
is is this our
Mm,
pause?
yeah.
Okay. Um, Well, I guess my first, like, logical question skeptical question would be, they're getting their water from a well. Is there something that could have potentially contaminated the water that they're drinking and, like, made them hallucinate these things?
Well, you would think, that maybe that could be a solution, but it was never a problem before, and it was not a problem after. So, I'm gonna say no. And also, when you hallucinate, everybody in the room isn't hallucinating with you.
Yeah, but if they all drank the same water, which is why I was thinking that, if they all drank the same water and somebody gives this description, it could, in my mind, set off this, like, event.
Maybe. Let's see.
Because also, he was described one way, but then she described the guy as a fucking gas can.
Yeah, I think she was just using the gas can, like, for size and for shininess.
Oh,
I think so. Like, he didn't
that's
look like he was wearing a gas can. She's just saying he was about that
okay.
big with a head on top and some little spindly legs.
So they're, like, tiny.
Mhm. Yeah, they're like 3 to 4 feet tall.
I
Yeah.
guess the other thing I wanna kind of and maybe you get into
Oh.
this, I don't know. Goblins, are they I know they're, like, mythical, but are they, like, a fairy kind of thing, or are they does that make sense?
I don't think we know, to be
Okay,
honest. I just don't think that we know. Hold on one
okay.
second. I'm gonna send you right now. I'm gonna send you 2 of them are sketch artists, and one of them is just somebody who thought since times have changed and we can make a better picture that they were being creative.
Oh, so it's AI?
I'm I'm sending it probably. I don't know how old it is.
I'm, like, freezing.
I'm gonna go ahead and send you the rest of the shit here.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have that on our social media too. I'm gonna send her the rest of these pictures so you can see what Glennie, looks like and her boys.
These don't look like what I would think of as a goblin,
Me neither.
personally. These
Well,
look more like typical alien-esque, except mini
uh,
version. Ew!
yeah.
I don't like this one. I don't like that crawling. Why is it crawling? You know, that's one thing that will get me out of anywhere is a crawler.
All right. I don't wanna send you any more pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Glennie
Oh,
Mae.
who is that?
I know. That's Billy Ray.
Hmm,
Yeah, he's
okay,
yeah,
that's all.
yeah, I'm not mad at it. He's kinda cute. I mean, he's probably, like, 92 years old now, but that's okay.
Yeah, but you know what? They don't make men the way that they used to be, okay?
Uh,
Like, looks
yeah,
wise,
yeah, I'm just gonna say the same thing
uh,
that my husband says, "We peaked. We peaked."
like, early 2000s even, I'm like, "Where are those men?"
Mhm, I don't disagree.
Alright.
Alright, so they've all jumped in the car, and they're headed for Kelly.
Yes.
I'm sorry, they're headed for Hopkinsville.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Imagine the desk sergeant's surprise when 11 people he'd never met before poured out of 2 cars asking for help because they had been gunfighting little silver men for hours up a holler in Kelly. Okay, that sounds crazy, right? Imagine what you would think. The officer called Chief Greenwell, who came over to the station right away. He had concerns that the Suttons may have been feuding with their neighbors. There may be actual humans that were injured in a shootout. He called the sheriff's department and the Stadies, and just in case there were actual little silver men, he notified nearby Fort Campbell Army Base. They sent 4 MPs.
That's how you know you fucked up because once the military gets involved, poof,
Yeah,
all
military
that's gonna
police
be
don't
gone.
play.
No, yeah.
Um, they sent 4. Hopkinsville, police took 4. plus 3 or 4 more from other local departments. So 11 to 12 people headed up there to investigate. They all rushed to the Sutton home, lights and sirens cutting through the dark. In their minds, there was a possibility this could be a murder scene or survivors that could need help. So
Could you imagine?
that's what they were preparing themselves for. That's
Yeah.
also why they kept the family at the station. So they didn't let the family come back with them just in
Well,
case there
no,
were a
I
bunch of
wouldn't either. Yeah,
dead people up there.
could you imagine having 11 people show up at a station and they're like, "We saw these things," and then you pull up and it's like all these dead people just
Uh-huh. Yeah. That would be
like
so crazy. So, and
mm,
that's what they're preparing them. So, listen, they're
yeah,
first responders. Just because
yeah,
they're in a little podunk town does not mean that they are not first responders.
right.
The investigation turned up a shot up farmhouse and yard. No victims, not one. Chief Greenwell contact dispatch to turn the family loose and get up here and explain some stuff to us. The family piled back into the two cars, minus June, Billy Ray's wife. She
She's
was the
like,
same
"Nah."
one that hid in the bedroom with the kids. She wasn't going
Yeah.
back there for love or
She
money.
she's no. No.
She sat at the station
She's
and waited
done.
for her man. No,
Yep.
nope, I'm good. These are not my family, and I'm not willing to risk anything for them. So,
Like,
when the family arrived back at the house, law enforcement focused on the original reason they were there: little silver goblin looking men. They searched everywhere. The family said they had seen everywhere that the family said they had seen them. No footprints, but they did find some strange iridescent fluid where the family pointed out a place where Lucky had shot one of the creatures. No sample was collected.
of course not,
Mm.
'cause that'd be too easy.
They searched where Billy Ray said the craft landed. They found an empty patch of dirt, no scorch from an exhaust, no grass or vegetation of any kind. That bald patch still remains today. No samples taken.
Too easy. Light work.
During the search, one of the officers had seen a glow along the tree line. They quickly dismissed it as foxfire, which is a bioluminescent fungus that grows on decaying wood. No sample was taken, and the glowing was never seen again after that night.
Easy money.
Uh-huh. The Suttons
Why
had
would
a
we?
neighbor that said that he saw lights in the woods behind Glennie Mae's house and heard gunshots later. But they dismissed it as them shooting at a bobcat or something that was messing with, their livestock. Basically, the report made notes of where there were a bunch of bullet holes and where they believed to have been fired from. One by one, all the law enforcement departments left, the last one departing at 2:15 AM. What do you think about that? What do you think about that investigation?
I mean, it's investigations today are not what they used to be, in a good way.
Yeah,
We have
yeah,
come a long way.
yeah.
Um, I guess I don't understand, and I know it was a different time, but I don't understand seeing some things like that and not taking the sample. You
That's
know what I mean?
absolutely insane to me.
And maybe that is just my like more modern I don't know. Like would I have felt that way in the 50s? I have no idea. But it's like you see something unusual and you don't like that's why you're there.
Literally why you're there. Okay, there weren't any dead bodies. Thank you for that. Button, however, what about what is
Like
there? Why?
yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. But it does make me wonder if maybe it was listen, the military don't play. I think our government has known some things about some little green people for way longer than we even realize. So maybe it was something where it
That's
pause.
okay.
maybe it was something that, they were just swayed away from doing? I don't know.
I mean,
I
in
don't
the
know.
moment, I don't think there was anybody there that would have thought to sway them away from anything. I think they were just like,
Not even the military personnel?
I mean, they left. So, without doing anything,
But that's what I'm
not
saying,
collecting
like
anything, not do yeah, but the sheriffs didn't either. The sheriff didn't, the town police didn't,
yeah, but if
the
you had the
stadies didn't.
military there and they're like, "Hey, like, I wouldn't worry about that."
I mean, take a Kleenex and
This
wipe it there, stick it in your frickin' pocket. Like, what are you doing? What are
like,
you
this
doing?
can't be the first, like, weird thing that happened there,
Well, we know it
right?
wasn't. We know it wasn't, right? Because we've got all kinds of stuff happening at that time. There were 3 I just read you 3 cases, and one of them was in Washington, DC. Like, it was happening everywhere, like,
That's
all
why
the
I'm just
time.
kind of like, maybe it would have been different if they hadn't called the army in. I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know
just
either.
speculating.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do, right?
Yeah.
So they left at 2:15, the last one. The Suttons all went inside to get some rest. Lucky and Billy Ray stayed up to stand guard.
Oh my
Around
god, they're gonna wake up and
3:30
see one of these things in the windows, I swear to God. Continue.
around 3:30 AM, everyone was startled by Glennie Mae letting out a scream from her bedroom.
No.
She had been awakened by a noise and saw one of those little goblins looking in her window.
I told you! I'm too good, too good.
The men ran outside, but he was gone. Lucky thought he might have caught sight of them moving around in the woods a couple of times, but even that stopped at daybreak around 6:11 AM. Out of the
What a
11
specific
people,
time.
and I think they just looked up when sunrise was and just
Oh,
used
okay.
that time, I think.
I'm like,
Um,
what an oddly specific, like
right. Um, Out of the 11 people in the house that night, only 7 of them actually saw the creatures. The kids were rushed back in the bedroom immediately after it started, and June was having a meltdown and of no help to anyone, so they put her back there too. Uh-oh. Where'd you go?
sorry, my computer's dying. Can you still hear me okay?
I can. What
Okay.
happened? Somebody call you?
No, my computer was dying, I had to plug it in, so I had to unplug my mic.
Okay. Are we still recording?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
technical difficulties. I was hoping
Okay.
to do it in enough time that you, like, wouldn't have noticed, but
What was the last thing that you heard?
oh, I mean, I heard all of it, but I
Okay.
kinda zoned out for a second. Start okay, so sunrise start from sunrise.
Okay. Sunrise was at 6:11. Okay, so it's all over. Everything is over at sunrise.
Okay.
Out of the 11 people in that house that night, only 7 of them actually saw the creatures.
Mm.
The kids were rushed back to the bedroom immediately after it started, and June was having a meltdown and of no help to anyone at all. So they put her back there too. Spreading like wildfire, the news of the encounter was everywhere. It would only be a couple of hours before Snoop started coming around, trespassing, stealing mementos, trying to force the family to discuss what happened. The news people were just as bad. The family tried everything to discourage people from coming around, especially at night. They begged, they pleaded, they posted no trespassing signs. They put up a sign charging 50-cent admission to the property, thinking it would be a deterrent. Not only did this not discourage people, but now they were saying that the Suttons faked it all for money. To this day, no one person has come forward to say they paid one single member of the Sutton clan admission for a tour or an interview for a book or movie rights. They've never been paid for anything, which, not for nothing, they should have received because Steven Spielberg used this encounter as inspiration for E.T. and Close Encounters. Come on,
Oh.
Spielberg. You could have helped him out. You don't have to be such a cheap cunt. Like, I just don't even understand. What do you mean?
No, that's crazy. No,
Oh,
yeah.
no, yeah, we're just gonna leave that family that made me millions, we're just gonna leave them up in that holler. That's fine.
That's
Mhm. Mhm, 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 mhm. I mean, it was
like
sometime later, those movies, but it doesn't change the fact that he used their story.
yeah.
Glennie Mae tried to remain on the property. The fact of the matter is that she just never felt safe at night there anymore. Her and her three youngest eventually moved into a rental in Hopkinsville. It was good that she did, though, because that's where she met and married her third husband, Leonard Reynolds. Her final years together were happy, according to the children. Glennie Mae passed away October 9th, 1977, at the age of 72. Let's talk about the government.
Oh,
Project Blue Book was headquartered at Wright Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio, from 1952 to 1969. This project's goals were to determine whether UFOs were a threat to national security and also to collect and analyze UFO related data by investigating UFO sightings. Project Blue Book did an investigation on the encounter. A few days after the encounter, they sent two men, and there is a file, but they said it wasn't an official investigation. While you were there, asking questions and poking around on the property, you started a file. So, if that's not an investigation, what the fuck is it?
I mean, if there's a
Why not?
file, that's an investigation.
I would say. Yeah,
Like,
it's crazy. That's crazy to me. Oh, yes, we do have a file. You can't see it, but we have a file, but it's not a real investigation anyway. You don't need to see it. That's fine.
it's
Okay.
not the first time they've done that.
About anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
literally.
Do you want to look at some theories?
Yeah.
Do you have a theory?
The only thing I can really think of is if for some reason the water was contaminated in some way. But I mean, then we have to think about okay, so these other locals who came to investigate, the first responders also saw weird things. So, were they
Mhm.
lying or
Right.
were their brains seeing what they wanted to see because they've got something creepy going on?
Mhm.
Or was it legit?
I mean, unsure. Um, One theory that was going around is they were just a bunch of drunk hillbillies.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That
add that to the list.
it makes my blood boil. It makes my blood boil. Yeah.
Like, okay, so other people can experience things, but God forbid anybody who lives in the mountains. Okay, whatever.
Mhm, 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 mhm. Yeah. Or a trailer park or yeah,
Right,
any of those
right.
places where
Immediately invalidated.
that's right. That's right. We don't like your house. Your
Which,
opinion
by the
doesn't
way
count.
by the way, not for nothing, I would expect them to have more of these experiences because they're in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah. No light pollution, no pollution of any kind, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a theory about a great horned owl. We see the
Oh.
owl raise its head again, like in the staircase. But do you know what the staircase is?
Like,
It's a true
yeah.
crime. It's a true crime thing.
It was in
And they
Durham.
oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but it very, very interesting. My mama has been all over it recently. She's like, "You need to go watch the trial and then watch the documentary."
She's not wrong.
I
We
haven't
watched
watched it
every
yet.
single minute of it. Yeah.
I was telling one of my friends started the she didn't watch the trial because of Netflix, but, she started the documentary, and they haven't gotten into that specific like, the owl theory yet for her, so I'm, like, interested to see what she thinks about that.
Yeah. It's very bizarre. And
But you know what? Oddly enough, I think they made a solid case for it.
I mean,
Like, a
they
neighbor
didn't.
coming out and, like and
Yeah,
the Talon marks, like, that's what I mean by it is it the markings line up.
it's not implausible. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
saying that I believe that,
Right.
but, I mean, it's absolutely wild, but, I mean, some of it you do kinda have to, like, you know,
Well, I'm
I don't
wondering
know.
if the defense, for that Peterson guy, I'm wondering if they hadn't heard this story, and heard this theory and used it because, of course, this was long before
Yeah.
him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
But I will say that if you shoot a great horned owl with a shotgun, you're
it's
gonna
gonna
see
die.
the inside of a pillow.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, there was
and
nothing
nothing
like
was
that found.
found.
No, nothing like that found.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't support that theory personally.
they also tried to say that, they thought it could potentially be escaped carnival monkeys. I'm not making that up. That's real. They really said that.
Was
So I
there
guess a few
record
days
of
before, not near their house, but a few days before, there was a circus. It didn't stay there though, but it came through there and they stopped and to do whatever it is they do when they stop. I don't a rest area, stretch their legs. I don't know what they were doing, but they took out like camels and walked them around and stuff, just so they
Sure.
could get out and move around. So somebody had seen that and they were like, "Oh, I wonder if they took the monkeys out and the monkeys got away." Again, if you shoot one with a shotgun, it doesn't do a backflip and then come back 5 minutes later.
Yeah, and I think another thing to point out with these, quote, "hillbillies" is they know how to they know their way around a weapon. They
Yeah.
know how to shoot,
Yes,
okay?
yes. Yeah. I believe that, her other son, John, that was there, he, was in, the armed forces. So, I think he's
Oh.
a military guy.
So then what's the
And
problem?
and they had just been hunting earlier that day. Like, they hunt. That's what they do.
L
It's not.
literally.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um, and then, of course, they made it up for cash. Everybody wants to say that, but they didn't receive any cash. Nobody died rich in this family. So, I don't really understand what I understand at the time, and I understand that putting up that sign as a deterrent made people talk shit. But now,
Yeah,
find
but
one
you're walking
person
on
who
my
paid me.
property.
Find
Yeah.
find one person that paid me. Find one.
You're also walking all over my property, so yeah, you know what? You
I
wanna
mean,
be
they
on my
were
property?
doing more than that. They were taking mementos, which they're poor people. They have to replace that shit. And also, they
Yes!
were pissing everywhere. Like, going
Yeah.
up into the woods and then coming like, just pissing wherever the fuck they wanted. Like, they were not respecting this family at all.
Yeah, I mean, I would've put up a sign too.
And it wasn't just, like, people from town. It was, like, reporters. It was, like, professional people that were going
People
up
have
there.
no sense of respect, I swear.
You're not wrong. You're not
God.
wrong. I will say that, not just because I come from a place of believing. I do believe them. I believe
Yeah.
that something like this happened. I lived in Kentucky. I didn't live nothing like that ever happened to me while I was there. I was just there for school. I did live near the woods though, and I did hear some freaky shit out there. But I think it was just wildlife that I just didn't know enough to identify. Nobody else seemed rattled by it, so I'm guessing it was fine. But I did hear a lot of talk of things in the woods. And if
Well,
something's
yeah.
glowing, don't go there. If something is, if you see a, a shadow in the woods, going through the brush and it's taller than you, get out. Like
What
they
are
told me stuff like that.
are
So,
those part of the apps
oh yeah,
in Kentucky? Okay, that's what
hmm
I thought.
hmm
I
yep.
mean, we do have an episode on Appalachia coming up, but, I mean,
Yeah.
what a so I will say, do I think that there potentially could have been a logical thing for this? Sure. Sure. I don't know what that could be. I'm not, like, a scientist. I don't know, could the water have been contaminated and, all of them kind of feeding off of each other? Yeah. Could potentially the officers have seen something and they're seeing something because they're spooked and that's just what their brain is doing? Yeah. But also, do I think that it could have been something supernatural? Yeah, absolutely. I think
Mm,
like I'm not swayed really one way or the other. Like I think both could be an option.
mhm.
I mean, there's things in them woods. There's things in the Appalachian woods. So I just I don't know.
I know they keep telling me there's things in the woods, and I keep going out there, but I'm not seeing nothing.
That's because you're a believer. Um Maybe if you just stop believing and you walk in and you're like, "I don't believe this." Something will be like, "Okay,
Bigfoot's
bet."
not real. Okay.
Oh, Lord. Did I have a dream about Bigfoot?
What?
I think I might have had a dream about Bigfoot.
Oh,
Like,
what
about, like,
happened?
seeing I don't think it was, like I think I just saw, like, a print, and somebody was like, "Oh, yeah, that's a Bigfoot print." Like, it wasn't like I saw Bigfoot, but it was like I saw, like, a print, and somebody's like, "Yeah, that's Bigfoot." I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay. Alright. That's
cool.
Bigfoot." Oh my god.
I do I am gonna say this. I know they were scared. I know it scared them, and I know they were seeing something they've never
Absolutely.
seen before. But I will say the very first thing he did was come out from the woods with his arms up. That's our sign. You know what I mean? That's our
Yeah.
surrender sign. So he was trying to be like, "Hey, brother, here I
I'm
am
good.
coming in
I'm
peace.
good.
I promise I'm not trying to." And they were like, "Nope, shoot in the chest." Sorry about it.
Well, but if you look at it from that perspective, I mean, people believe that aliens have been studying our humankind, our
Mhm,
world.
mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I guess that could feed into that of, we come in peace and
I
there
wish everybody
it's
could have seen what you just did with your hands.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it could feed into the theory that aliens, whatever they might be, whether it's these green creatures or another human race of some sorts or anything, right? That they're here and they are studying us.
yeah,
Or they're not here and they're still studying us somehow, some way. Maybe they're more advanced than us.
right.
Probably. I can get on board with them being more advanced than us for sure. I don't know, but it's very interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would have done. Honest to God.
I mean, everybody has an idea of what they would have done, right? Or what they would have wanted to do, and I just feel like my mama couldn't have kept me in that back bedroom if I was a little kid. Like, there's no way. Up and out the window. Like, I was horrible for just doing whatever the hell I wanted to. So if I want to see an alien, I'm going out.
I'm going out. I'm just trying to think of, like, being an adult, a 26, almost 27-year-old. I'm like, how would I react if I saw something like that today?
Yeah. As an
Genuinely. And
adult?
yeah, as
Yeah.
an adult, how would I react seeing that? I don't know.
I don't either.
I think it would definitely freak me out. Would I have shot it? I'd like to think that I wouldn't have shot it.
I just don't feel like that would be my first reaction, but I wasn't in the
Yeah,
military, and I don't
right,
hunt.
right.
Those are not things I participate in, so, I
Yeah.
mean, it's just, I guess, just a matter of perspective, but, um
I feel like I'm honestly, my initial, like, feeling and maybe I would have done something else, I don't know, but I feel like I would've taken aim, that thing would have been hands up, and I would have been like, "Okay," and just let it go. Like, what am I gonna do, hurt
same.
it?
Right, exactly. It's not in our nature. It's not in our nature. Does that mean we might get our head snapped off by his big talons? Maybe. Maybe it
Well,
does.
it's just to me, like you said, to me, that is kind of a sign of like, "Hey, I'm good."
Right. Yeah,
So, I think it just would have been a sign of submission for me.
I agree. Yeah.
I would like to think that I would've dropped the gun and, I don't know, stared at it for
I
until it
don't know,
disappeared, I don't
or
know.
just sit down and wait and see what happens. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I have no idea. I'd probably try to talk to it knowing me.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Yeah,
sit here all day
yes,
talking to my dog, so
yeah,
I'd
yes,
probably be like, "Hey.
yeah,
Hey, how you doing?"
right, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say it's not in our nature to kill first, ask questions later. That's just not in us. For creatures,
Correct.
for people, that's a different thing. You made a decision to enter
You're
my home.
you are going
So
down
sorry
by
about it. Sorry about
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Make better
no.
choices. I don't know what to tell
I
you.
You have no reason
Yeah,
to be all up in my space. You gotta go.
yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know
I don't
what
know.
you're
We've
gonna
said it
do,
all
like,
along.
people are scary.
People are scary. They're way
But
scarier than
no,
anything in the Appalachian woods.
well, I will say, however, my exception is if that thing woulda gotten on all fours and crawled at me, it is done. That's it.
He wasn't even walking. He was literally floating.
No, but like that
Yeah.
picture,
Oh, yeah.
if you came at me like that, I don't care what you are or who you are. You're done. You're toast in my book. I'm praying to every god out there. Like, uh, no. I don't that's the one thing I really it really scares the hell out of me. I know I feel like I say that every episode. It's really humans and things that crawl at me, I'm like, "Absolutely not." That's my tap out. Like
I love that about you.
like the trans Allegheny, which I can't wait to cover one day, but I'm putting it off for a reason. Trans Allegheny with their crawler.
I was just gonna say, don't they literally have something that's called the
Yeah.
crawler, don't
Uh-huh.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they sure do. Yeah. Um, I watched it on one of the shows one time and literally, like, they had edited the video to lighten it,
Mhm.
and I was
I saw
like,
it.
"Oh, hell no."
Yeah.
Immediate chills. I don't like it. I don't like things that crawl at me. Cause why are you doing that?
His leg hurts. I don't know.
His face is about to hurt.
I know, he's about to get an 8 wide to the face. Sorry about it.
Like, I yeah, I can't. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I believe them. I believe that they saw something.
Mhm.
That to me is not up for debate. They experienced something.
Yeah.
Whether it was supernatural or something scientific, I mean, I can't 100% say, but I'm not saying that it wasn't supernatural.
Yeah. Same. I mean, they do say, honestly, when I very first heard this story a long time ago, they referred to them as goblins, and I didn't realize that it was a, um, UFO story
Yeah,
because
I wouldn't have
there
thought that
are
either.
goblins in Appalachia. Like,
Well,
that's real. They are there.
like,
People have seen them. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
this is giving more alien-esque rather than goblin to me,
I
which
agree.
is why I was like,
Well,
"Okay,
they have
so
a
are
craft.
goblins"
Yeah.
yeah, like, are goblins more fairy-like, or are they more alien-like? Like, are they more mystical or are they more on the, like, scientific side?
Right,
I don't
or
know.
are they just little reptilians? Like, who knows what they are? I don't know, I wanna see
Yeah.
one.
Are they like a Bigfoot
I'm
where they're
literally moving to
interdimensional?
Appalachia hoping that I see some of these friends. I'm literally doing that. So,
Not soon enough. That's
well
all.
I mean, there are adulting tasks to be completed first,
Ugh.
but once that's over, no holds barred.
Ugh. Well, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Thank you for listening. Thanks for coming by today.
Tell
Um,
us what you
are
think.
you
You can
from
email
are you
us.
from Kelly or Hopkinsville?
Oh my god,
What do
yeah.
they say about it now? Do they
That's yeah.
did they even tell you about it? Like, do you even know? I don't know. Tell me
That's
what you
gotta
do know.
be that's gotta be local lore there. It's gotta be.
Well, they have a festival. Oh, that's right. I mean, let me send you the rest of these
Oh,
pictures. They have a
yeah.
festival. It was in Hopkinsville, or it was in Kelly, but it's in Hopkinsville now, I think.
Okay, okay,
Um, but they have it every year, and I'm sure you could Google it. It's the Little Green
okay.
Man Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. Okay.
Okay. And also the books that I read will be posted there. As always.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. I already sent you those. Oh, here's a picture of that patch where nothing still
Oh,
grows.
yeah.
Hold on a minute. You, 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 you. Okay, I think I got it all. That book had a lot of detail. One of the other crazy things, um, not to make this episode 4 hours long, but, good luck doing any investigation on this case and using newspapers. Every story
Really?
is different. Some of them are blown up, some of them are, you know, they only have disparaging things to say about the family. It's unbelievable. If you read 100 articles, you're gonna get 100 different stories. Um,
So odd.
it's it's very upsetting. So I was happy to find these 2 books.
Okay, and that was 10 Hours of Hell, The Little Green Men Encounters, and Hopkinsville Goblin.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and those are both
Um,
also on Kindle Unlimited. I think they both are. One of them is for
okay,
sure.
okay,
Um, and I might have paid maybe 99 cents for the other one. I don't know.
okay. Well, if anybody has any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, feel free to email us at thechamberofshadows@gmail.com and follow, like, subscribe on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok at the Chamber of Shadows. Other than that, peace out, adios.
Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.